Good morning, guys. How are you? Welcome back if you're back. And hello if you're new. Welcome. Hope you join our little family. So, what do I have in my hands? I have in my hands my IOD Iron Orchid Designs clay molds. I have a few out right now because I haven't decided which border I am creating for Mr. Wink here. I did finish Haunted last night. My family was around. It was impossible to create a video, but I will show you how I do my corners so that you have that even frame-like look around the corners. And I can do that with clay, so I wasn't sweating it too much. So here we go. I have this frame here that I got from the dollar store. And I have, of course, my artwork. And I traced the frame around this little piece of artwork here. And what I'm going to do is cut that out. I have Titebond, which is wood glue that you can use with your clay molds. I have some cornstarch. You need cornstarch to put inside your mold so that your clay does not stick. I have some scissors. I have some glue. I have some Sculpey. This is bright white clay, but I have some, and when I open it up, and I haven't used this since I did a mold for my last, but I don't know that I'm going to have enough, but it certainly is still viable. So what I do when I open up the clay, I put it in one of these Ziploc containers and it stays. I'll even keep it inside. I have some cornstarch. And we're ready to roll. And I have coffee with a reindeer on it, even though, you know, it wants to be 80 degrees today. So here we go. Here we go. So now this is just a dollar store frame. I'm not going to use it as a frame. I'm probably not even going to take this picture out. So I cut it to, I did a little outline with a pen. So let me cut this out. I love Wink. He's so cute. I did also, oh, that's something else that I wanted to show you guys. I did also use my Crop-O-Dile last night with Haunted, and I have it out. So I'll show you how I put those little brads in. A Crop-O-Dile is a little tool. I have it right here. And I could show you right with this. This is a little tool that you're able to make a 1/4 inch hole or a 3/4 inch hole. It will go through anything. So you just make your hole and then you would choose your brad to put inside. I think I have some right here. Yeah, I do. There are actually newer ones than this one. I have the new one, but it was so big and clumsy. So then after you make your hole, I put this brad in, and then I take the other side and just clamp it. And there you have it. So that's what I did on the top of Haunted. I put a little brad in. I was going to hang it with ribbon, but there's probably some kind of math of how much ribbon you need so that it didn't, like, it was collapsing into itself. So I just went with the little, what are they, 3M Command little hooks, and that's how I hooked her up into the window. But I miss this little tool. I've had it, I used to do a lot of paper artwork, books and stuff. Recrafting children's books. If you have children's books and they're that hard plastic, you can actually sand them down, put some gesso on them, and you could create a picture book for your kid and you know, decorate it. You can use this little Crop-O-Dile to make little holes around the perimeter and put ribbons and stuff. So that's how I did the little brads for Haunted to hang it up, but it wasn't working anyway. It didn't like the ribbon. No matter how I tied it, no matter how I strung it, it just didn't like it. So like I said, I hung it with those 3M hooks. But that Crop-O-Dile will also go through metal. It'll go through leather. So if you have something like leather or like a belt or something that you need to put another hole in. So here we have Hims. He's here. And you know, I'm actually thinking like, why am I leaving? Because why am I even leaving a border around this? I don't even think it's necessary, and I think it might interfere with the clay adhering. I think the clay adhering right to the wood would be better. So, here you go. Make plans, God laughs. This is how we learn, though. I love starting something new and just not having it all figured out. I could see how wonky my work is here. It's not even a straight line going across. And I know I had said something about another crafter who had framed her artwork and then saw after. She was like, this has been hanging for 2 weeks. And there were like 2 little lines, like there were like 3 and 3 that she missed. She's like, how did I miss this? They were together, but they were on a diagonal. And I just thought, you know what? How cool. Let that be your signature. You know, where you leave a few little diamonds off as a signature. I just got, I love my little like shawls and stuff. And I just got a shawl, and the creator, the designer's signature is a piece of red thread that she keeps on the top. And everybody that comes near me wants to pull the thread off. And I'm like, no, 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 that's the designer's signature. I'll take that off. So, I mean, how cool. I mean, my hardwood floors have, you know, if you have like a parquet trim on your hardwood floors, that's the designer's signature. Oh, wow. Did I not have this open for a while? Oh, oh. I don't know what made me think when I took this out that I was going to get glue out of that hole. Okie dokie. So what I'm going to do is, ooh. You're getting the full show today, folks. The full show. Unedited. Ooh. All right. Well, then this is what it is. It's too bad, though, that the center of this is not going to be adhering to anything. Because there's a hole there for what would be the picture frame. What would be the picture in the frame. Oh, I better figure something out before I start working with the clay. Well, thankfully, this has a felt backing that's just kind of sucking up this glue. There we go. The important part is the ends here. I wonder if I should, oh, just fling it all over the place, Lee. Fling it right on your mold, too. All right, right on there. Oh, wow, like most of the glue is not even. So I'm going to center that. It's on there. Oh, holy cow. Well, I really don't have much of a border here that I'm going to be able to, it's going to be a skinny border. That's for sure. I was going for this one. I kind of like the tree bark. But I think it might be too wide. No, maybe not. I think it's just going to cut it. I like this one. This is like very rococo. This is flowers. This is like a twisted spiral. A little bit too ornate. Okay, so let's let this dry. And I'm going to go get a wet rag. I don't know how I came here to craft and didn't have a wet rag. Okay, I'm going to get another piece of wood to lay the clay molds down. I keep paper. I'm like, oh, this is good for when I craft, and I'll lay it down on my desk, and then I go and look for it, and it's like I've already thrown it out by then because I really can't have too many things around me. It just, the stimulus of too many things makes me a little nutsy. So, oh gosh, a cappuccino. Yummy. Okay, so you go and chill out. We're going for the wood. So you take your cornstarch. I have like my little diamond painting little brush here. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap in there. This just helps release. This is very relaxing too. I don't get to really play around with a lot of my crafts. I just bought a whole bunch of new rubber stamps. And so funny. I took this container out and I haven't used it since I worked at the ink pad, and in there I found a keychain that said the ink pad on it, and I'm like, oh, I have to show this to my girlfriend who owned the place. Alrighty. Oh, the glue. We don't want this on here. Get that off. Thank God for these microfiber towels. I get them by the stacks over at you know, your local Home Depot or any of your like Lowe's or whatever, because I just use them for everything. All right, so this is bright. IOD, Iron Orchid Designs, does make their own clay. I think I went through it all already though. They have some beautiful designs too. If this is something that you want to explore with these molds, they have some beautiful designs for the holidays. And check out their website, or like just follow IOD Molds. So many creators, they, what is it that I'm trying to say? They recreate things like, there was a very popular bureau on Anthropology, I think it was, and you know, mega expensive, of course, and they were recreating it by using the IOD molds. They just got like, you know, maybe a bureau from IKEA, and they recreated it, and it's a very popular bureau. I think it's like a garden bureau, and there's so many examples, if you just, you know, put that in, of like a really expensive bureau being done for, you know, very little with these molds. Oh, some people are just so creative when it comes to this stuff. I should take my rings off. I don't want to get clay or clay ring marks in my clay. It's just fun to play with this too. It's like playing with Play-Doh, but I think it's a lot softer than Play-Doh. So give it a little roll. We'll be doing this soon enough for the holidays with all our holiday cookies and baking. I'm going to take the bracelet off too. And I place it in my mold, squish it down. I need a little bit more here. And then you just play. I'm going to take my little spatula, smooth it out. I think I want to use my little roller though. Let's use this. Get it in there nice and even. And what's nice about these molds too is that they designed a very sharp edge on their molds. It's plastic, but it's so that you can, you know, cut a nice line when you get your when you get all your clay in. You can make a nice cut just with your finger. then it gets to be like, just like baking, just like frosting a cake, you know? Just smooth it out. Just going along my edge. I'm dying to see what this design looks like. Pick up all my little pieces. You can zone out with this too. You know, it's been like my little routine the past couple of days that once everybody disappears, and by everybody I mean the cat and the husband, at nighttime, I am sitting downstairs and I am watching Ozark and diamond painting. But last night I was just so tired. Oh, I couldn't keep my eyes open. And, you know, I think too, with like people going in and out last night, you know, our friends are great. They usually pop in and whatever. And I was just like, I can't get myself together to film. So when my husband goes out to work is when I'm able to do all this. And you could just play around with this as much as you want. But I really like a smooth back. I like it even. I like it smooth because it's going to help later when you go to glue these down. And that is getting ready to pop right out of here. That's how easy they are to take out. But what I want to do is, my living room looks like a craft room right now. This is another one of the boards that I got from the dollar store. I'm going to create a wreath. And it's just like, it's like a piece of plywood. It's like so it's crafter square hanging wood decor, and I'll put some IOD designs around here. I have some that are flowers and stuff, and I'll make a wreath. But for right now, I'm going to use this one that I have as a place to put my, and you see how easy that is, how easy it just popped out. Boom. I think I made the right choice with this. Now you could glue this right on your design now while it's wet. So yeah, I think it's perfect. It's going to go just perfect. Just perfect. Yeah. I'm going to let this hang a little bit over, because then I want to show you guys how you make the cut on the end. And then if I paint this, which I probably will, I don't know, will I paint it or put something else on it? I can get a little brush in here just to even this all up. I can't believe how uneven my border is, but it's cute. It's cute. So let's just put you on here for now. I'm going to make another one, then I can show you how to do the end cut. Here we go. What's everybody got going on this weekend? My husband texted me a little while ago and he was like, it's so nice out. Maybe we should go out to dinner tonight. And we haven't been out to dinner in a while, which is like, we've just been staying at home and cooking and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, we have so many great places here in Philly to go to, but they're usually packed and I don't feel like dealing with crowds. I'm just so, I don't know, like I get overstimulated very quickly, and I just get like, I don't know. It takes a lot of my energy. And not that I don't like to socialize, I do, but I've come to find out that, you know, I don't know. I mean, I think because I have so much on, I have so much that I want to do. I do in my home and I do with my crafting and stuff. And it's like I'm so protective of that energy to create, you know, whether it's doing this or making a video or talking to you guys and listening to your feedback, and or if it's just writing or reading something spiritual or reading a book. Like, and it's so interesting, there's a YouTube channel that I watch called Diary of a CEO, and he has remarkable people on, with amazing stories of what their life story is. And it's really interesting because most of them are so young, to be, so successful at such an early age. And I was listening to Nick Cannon last night. I don't know much about Nick Cannon other than he was Mariah Carey's husband. And then he went on to do like, oh God, did he go into music? I can't even remember. But I mean, he's recognizable. I think he was like on one of the entertainment shows. And he was saying like, I did all this stuff, one of the first people he met was Will Smith, and he's friends with a lot of guys from Philly. And he was saying like, Will Smith was telling him like, dude, I was broke at 19, I went out and I spent all that money that I was making, and like, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Don't go out. And of course, it's like us when we tell our kids something, like, they're going to do it. They're going to find out on their own. And he's like, I made $100,000. I went out and bought a big ass, like, I think he said a Land Rover, and he's like, I didn't think that I was going to like need to parlay that money into, living and, my next gig, whatever it was going to be. And, he was saying that, he did all the, I really liked his message about the music industry and like how really horrible it is, and like what the rules are, and these studios that own music into perpetuity, and how crazy that is, like that you take an artist's music and you own it. Like, who am I to own your music? And he was saying how he did all this and he just doesn't, he's like, listen, I went to all the parties, all the billionaire parties with the flashy people and all the hip hop stars and everything else. And he's like, I'd rather just be in my own home doing things with my kids or writing or in my own studio, because he's like, a lot of people that you meet, their energy is just so negative and low. Like, and Steve, who's the Diary of the CEO, said, what do you mean by low energy? Like, what kind of what does negative energy feel right? And he was just like, it just feels heavy and thick and dark. So I liked what he was saying, like how he protects his energy. Like, I don't want to be around these people. I don't need to be seen here. I want to be doing my own thing. Because, like, you know what? When you're around that energy and you're around those people because you think they're going to advance you somewhere, you're just, I don't know. I think your own energy shifts. Your own energy gets like blocked and it becomes depleted, and you really can't create because you have so much. You could put good stuff in your head and be inspired, or you could put bad stuff in your head and just be like confused. Stay away from all that. Even when I lived out in New York City and I was working for, with other crafters and people that you probably know, they have, designer lines and stuff like that. They get in their head too, and and you know, they're always looking at what the other guy's doing. It's like you can't look over your shoulder and move forward. You just can't. You can't worry about what the other guy's doing. You can't worry about what his calling may be. It's not yours. Just get in your own lane and stay there. Stop looking. Stop looking at everybody else at what they're doing, because, you know, a lot of times you'll just keep questioning yourself and comparing, and it's just not good. It's not good. Anyway, so I'm going to take one end. I'm going to let it lay over, and there's a reason for that. And then I'm going to take the other end. So now I want these to join up nicely. And the way that I'm going to make that clean edge is I overlap the two, and then I'm taking the corner of my artwork and the corner of the frame, and I'm going to aim them at each other, right? I'm going to go from that point to this point. I'm going to make a cut. See that? I cut from here to here, and then this piece is going to come off, and this piece is going to come out from under, and there you go. And that little joint is going to make a nice little seam. Make a nice little seam here, a nice little cut, and there you have it, right there. There you go, see how I cut it? And I'll do the same for here and here. He's looking cute already, Mr. Wink. I do like this frame. I do like it. Though I think, did I do this upside down? Should that be going that way? I did it upside down. So let's see, will I be able to save that in? I think I will be. All right, back to the drawing board. Here we go. I think this should be going up. I should have looked at that. So let's cut it again. I'm just going to put that side underneath. This side is cut already. There we go, all fixed. No worries. Yeah, I want this to be going up. And then when I'm done with all four of these, I will glue them down. But I think what I want to do is, no, I guess it's going to dry okay. I just got to move a little bit more quick here with this. Okay, let's put this here, get another piece of my clay and make two more. My scissor, I use my scissors for everything. Even when I'm using the putty, I use my scissor. Back in you go. And do keep it covered. Okay, so yeah, my hubs was saying that he would like to go to dinner tonight, so we're trying to figure out like where to go. And I'm just, I don't know. I do want to get out though, because these are like the last few nice days that we're going to have before whatever's coming our way. can't remember if I used this border before. I've used quite a few. I have made handles for a dresser. I did a vanity and it had a mirror, and I put I have seashell molds and mermaids and seahorses and silver dollars. So I made a mirror with all the shells all the way around, and then being that the mermaids were long, I switched out my handles and I made a mermaid and I turned her over, and when it was all dry I glued the handle on it, and so the handles have mermaids, but you have to be careful. They are just, you know, plaster, but it's pretty. It's pretty if you have a corner in the room where nobody's really going to touch or play with the mermaid. It's cute. Getting you good and even here. If I had little ones around, I would do this with them. I think they would have fun doing this, especially if they had something like their artwork that you could create a little frame with them. Okay. The creaky, the creaky wheel. Oh, that's funny. Okay. One little piece off of there, but pretty even. And of course, my spatula wants to be underneath my phone. I feel like I've been planning for Halloween for so long that it's not even here yet and I'm already over it. I think because of Drills and Chills, like we start early, and I was just thinking, like, I got another painting from Rosa from Diamond Art Shop, another Muka, and I'm like, oh, what's next? Oh, I got this and I got that. I'm like, you have to start getting kitted up for Crimson. What are you talking about? I have to do the kit up for Crimson. Oh, she's going to be fabulous because she is like she's my favorite colors. She's black, white, and red. And I think that Dreamer Designs, someone put up today, Dreamer Design had a very beautiful Christmas scene. It was like, it looked like someone's living room it was all white, and it's just a Christmas scene with the tree, and someone went to Hobby Lobby and had it framed in like this beautiful white frame. And it just, I'm like, what a fabulous piece for your holiday decor to have that frame. They did such a nice job too. I've had Michael's frame things for me for my restaurant. I've had them frame things and they do a good job too. Because I at least have Michael's down here. I don't have a Hobby Lobby in Philly. I have to go out to Jersey to get to Hobby Lobby, and I don't get there enough. All right, nice and flat. So we have No Worries. That looks like a little bit of a pressure, like a week. 1, 2, 3, so easy. Use your finger. Use your spatula, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm glad I did this today. I wasn't going to do it. I was like, oh, you said you would do it. What are you doing? You can't tell people you're going to do stuff and then you don't do it. And then I do, like, I know a lot of these channels are, you know, exclusive to diamond painting, but I like doing my other crafts also, especially when I can mix them both up. And this is still diamond painting. Are you okay over here? No, you're a little, well, maybe I'll use you as the end I cut off. Okay. Where are you at? Right there? Yeah, you'll be that end that I cut off. Okay. And then, here we go. Once again, I'm going this way. I'm going from the corner here. You overlap the two. So I'm going from, I'm so dyslexic and this is throwing me off. I can't look at it. I can't look at it. So I'm going from corner to corner, right on the diagonal. And now my cat is going to get the zoomies. There you go. Take the bottom piece out. How he's running now. There we go. There we go. And the next corner is done. Boop. Let me just smooth that out. That's actually, is this the frame that's making that little fraying there? It is. I want to get that cut off. Okay. It could be a little bit neater. There we go. There we go. I'm just putting the knife through it again to make it a little bit sharper and a little bit neater in there. Alrighty, one more. I feel like I'm in the mood for my holiday movies, even though the weather's been crazy. I mean, it's like gonna be 80 degrees today. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying that this is not abnormal for this time of year. It is. I remember plenty of times in the fall where you got that last little bit of summer. That's a pretty one too. This one is so pretty too because it has like it looks like a little beading, and then the bead comes up, and then it has these beautiful decorative little ornaments in between. So pretty, so pretty. And then there's another one that I like. I don't think it's on this, it's not on this one either, but then there's like on some of them there's like this little accent here. If you just go on Pinterest, like my style is very much Rococo. You could find, I found so many beautiful Rococo designs, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to sit down one day with my IOD molds and get out all my designs that are more Rococo elements, because I must have maybe about 4 or 5 of these. And I have them right here. And I'm going to do a mirror where I just have Rococo elements all the way around. This is the shells. Is the mermaid in this one? No. These are the shells. The seahorses come out so beautiful. Look how thick this is too. All the shells come out gorgeous. Beautiful. The edging on them, wonderful. And then, oh, here's the mermaid. Isn't she gorgeous? She is so beautiful. Oh my God. On the mirror, I have her on the bottom and on the top. Beautiful. More shells in here. I think that these two are, yep, these are 2 cupids with a scallop shell. So, I mean, just so gorgeous. And where's my other one? Here we go. Oh, this is like very Rococo-ish. A nice corner element, more of the scallop shells, a fleur-de-lis. This is beautiful. This reminds me of like, if you ever seen like an elaborate ceiling tile kind of tin ceiling effect. And this is beautiful. This is just like a string of pearls. So beautiful when it comes out. I've used that as like, you could even like take them apart and like just put like little seed. And I think I have just like an extra one. Oh no. I thought I had this. I thought this was a double. It's not. This is a totally different element. Oh wow. Yeah, this is totally different. I don't even know what the heck is in this one. So you could see how they come out after. Gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. You can have a lot of fun with these. And it's not an expensive craft. But not when you think about what you can do with these trays and what you can make. It's not an expensive craft at all. Put them there. Go to your, I think Michael's, does Michael's still do the like half off one thing? I don't think you can get these in Michael's. I think they have their own line. Everybody has their own line of everything. But these are, I mean, I wouldn't use anything else. If only just for the edging that makes such a clean edge, and they're so deep and detailed. The engravings in them, oh, gorgeous. Let's get you in here. Do I have a little bit more here? Oh, I do. All right, I'll fill you in. I don't think I've ever used this Sculpey before. I had another one that I got from Michael's that was air dry clay. I wonder, I think he's playing with his fish that's on a piece of string. And he's running him over. Or he's playing with the new toy that might, nope, he's playing with his fish. He's charging him. You get that fish, Daddy. You get him. Put him in your dish. I'm looking at this roller. Like, we have a roller for clay. I have a roller for my drills. I have a roller for paint. And I'm thinking, I haven't used my... oh, what's it called? I haven't used it. I forgot what it was called. Oh, what the heck is it? Like, you could do screen printing on it. It's like this big rubber mat that you can do transfers on. And that just looked like so much fun to me because I like things that are intuitive and you just kind of put the paint on, roll it on, and you can, you know, make transfers and gel printing. Is that what it's called? Yeah, because I think the plate is made out of gel. Gel printing. And I haven't used it. And I went crazy when I seen it being done. I went out and bought a big plate. And I went out and bought a smaller plate. I was going to do all these things. I have so much paper. So much decorative paper from when I used to teach paper arts. And, you know, you just buy, I used to buy paper for my students. What I would do is if I was teaching a class, I would make you up a class kit. I would make you up a folder with everything that you needed to take the class and, you know, all the instructions and everything else. So I have a lot of stuff. And I miss teaching. I used to teach in New York. Teaching crafts. What a great, you know, job to have. And it's, you know, I did a class on Andy Warhol where, and this class just came about completely by mistake. I have a medical background and I was sitting at my desk with glass slides that, you know, when you go get your blood taken and they put your blood on these glass slides, and the box tipped over, and it tipped over on top of my papers. And I thought, oh, wow, these look like little picture frames. And those little glass slides go into a cardboard sleeve. And so I took some of them home and I decorated the glass. I put artwork underneath the glass, but I decorated the cardboard sleeve with paint. It was really interesting the way that it came out. And I ended up doing like an Andy Warhol effect with like one image and 4 different colors, and putting them out like a collage. And so I taught that class. But what's interesting is like no matter what class that you teach, if there's 20 people in your room, you're going to get 20 different renditions of what you taught looks like. And that's really what I love about teaching. I love seeing what someone else comes up with based on what I gave them to work with. Whoops. Stay with me. Oh, look at you. You're all done. Let's make sure we get this going the right way this time. Oh gosh, how cute are you? I can't stand it. Again, corner to corner. Where's my corner? There he is. He's underneath there. Slice right through. Take the bottom part out. One more time. Corner to corner. Keep my big head out of the way. I'm going from the corner of the artwork to the corner of the frame. Just making a slice. The top part. And here's the bottom part. And then you just put your 2 ends together. And there you have it. Here he is. Mr. Wink. There he is. And that's exactly what I did with the washi tape yesterday when I was doing, putting the washi tape around Haunted. I was overlapping the washi tape and I was cutting it corner to corner and then just placing it back down. And there you have it. And then all I have to do now is glue him down and give him a little paint. And he'll be done. I don't know if I want to paint him or do I want to put some leafing on him. I'm not sure. But what do you think? I think he's adorable. I think the frame came out so cute. Really cute. Let's leave him that way. Really cute. And I kind of like the white, maybe because he has a white background. So I'm kind of thinking, what do I want to, got a little clay in there. That's not clay, that's cornstarch. I don't want to brush it off with that. And there he is. I just want to straighten you out a little bit because this is going to air dry. And before it does, I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to spare you guys the gluing down of this, but I will come back maybe with paint. I don't know. Maybe I'll just tell you what I did after, but I just love him. I think he's adorable. And now I can get on to something else and not feel like I'm losing ground here today. Ooh, Mr. Wink. I love him. I love him. All right, guys. Let me, how far? Oh, 48 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to do this on my own, and I'll get back to you. Bye. Okay guys, after I was done gluing down the frame, I had a little bit of clay left over, so I made this little, this was the one that I was telling you about earlier that had the little beads and the little ornaments. So I wrapped this around my cornstarch jar, and I made a few other elements that were on that tray. I made this one too. I don't know. I'll put this somewhere. I'll use it in my artwork or my journal somewhere. But I'm loving the way that Wink came out so much that I think I'm going to leave him as is. Just with this white frame. I'm not going to paint him at all. I like him just like that. I hope you had fun with me today. I loved having my IOD molds out. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye.